It's the first day of school, you walk in the classroom and choose your seat. As you wait for class to start, a girl comes in and sits right next to you. And before you know it, y'all are having a whole conversation. The school year progresses and y'all begin to talk more and even hang out outside of school. You start to notice her laughing at all of your jokes, texting you first, asking about how your day's going, and giving you that look. But just when you start to think that she might like you, you overthink it. You start to say, maybe she's just being nice. I'm probably just reading too much into it. Then gradually, her texts become a little less frequent.
I got something to say, but I'm gonna let it wait.
In other words, she's lost interest. She might even start talking to a whole nother guy at school. If you've been in this situation or anything similar, trust me, you're not alone. We've all fumbled girls because we just couldn't see the signs. Or maybe we seen the signs, but we just didn't know how to respond. But
it's only a fumble if you think it is. I'll say that.
But with that being said, let's get right into the video. The first thing that y'all need to know is that there are two types of communication, verbal and non-verbal. Non-verbal communication is just how it sounds. Communication without using words. Some examples include facial expressions, eye contact or lack thereof, handshakes, anything like that. Verbal communication, of course, is communication by using audible speech. With this being said, you have to understand that there are both verbal and non-verbal signals that she may like you. First, let's talk about the verbal signals. The first and most obvious verbal signal is if she's inquiring about you. If she genuinely is interested in your life, there's a good chance that she's interested in you.
If she's inquiring about you, most likely you are too busy to be giving her the time to be texting her back and forth all day or seeing her all the time. I want y'all boys to keep that in mind.
Human beings are naturally very self-interested. So if she's asking about your hobbies, your goals, your childhood stories, it isn't for no reason. The reason why she's asking you how long you've been growing your hair, or if you plan on going to college, or if you have a girlfriend, is because she likes you and she wants to get to know you more. The second verbal signal that she likes you is her teasing you. I don't know if you've ever heard this, but growing up, I've heard that if a girl gives you a hard time, that means she likes you. To a certain extent, I think this is true.
Nah, you can't say that nowadays because these niggas are straight up be harassing these girls. These girls say, I don't want nothing to do with you. And they be like, oh, she was just teasing. Nah, nigga, she's scared of your creepy ass.
Of course, if she's throwing actual punches at you or making actual insults that attack your character, I would disregard the previous statement. But if she's lightly teasing you and trying to initiate a playful back and forth, it's a clear sign that she likes you. She literally is trying to make the interaction as fun and flirty as possible. This verbal signal is probably one of the easiest to pick up because, bro, there's no way that you're sitting there going back and forth flirting with a girl and you don't know that she likes you. This leads us to the last verbal signal that I'll be addressing in this video, and that signal is if she's remembering the things that you tell her. If she remembers your favorite drink or your favorite artist or the random story you told her a week ago, that means she's paying attention to you. She's literally dedicating neurons to building you a profile in her head. People only remember things that they feel are significant. Creating new neural pathways for things that you don't care about is a very difficult task. Think back to your first time meeting someone. No matter how interesting this person is, it typically takes you a little while to learn their name. You might want to learn their name, but you don't have infinite intelligence. Your neural network is limited. So to combat this, your brain is literally trained to discard all information that it deems unimportant. Knowing that this is how the brain works, you must understand the significance of a girl remembering certain details about you. Okay, now we can talk about the non-verbal signs. Before I begin with the list, I want you to understand that these are the signs that you're probably missing that are causing you to fumble so bad. I literally could not overstate the significance of non-verbal communication. Experts agree that about 70 to 90% of communication is
a lot of reasons why y'all niggas is missing the non-verbal signs because y'all be on the internet too much. Y'all don't have no type of human interaction. Please, I'm begging you, if you watching this, get some human go outside, put the phone down for a second. I might sound old saying that, but bro, y'all gotta interact with people a little bit more, then you can understand.
That means if you're unable to see these non-verbal signals, you're missing out on 70 to 90% of the interaction. So pay very close attention to this next section of the video. Okay, the first non-verbal signal is her body language. When you're interacting with someone, their body language can say a lot. People typically can tell verbal lies, no problem. But when it comes to someone's body language, it's very difficult for someone to hide the truth. This is because most body language happens unconsciously. It's like how when you see your friends, you automatically smile. Or when you see someone that you don't like, your facial expression is immediately negative. This lack of ability to lie ensures that you can accurately read if the girl likes you or not. You may be asking, what are some specific body language acts that can show that she likes me? Well, one could be facing your direction and leaning in when you're talking. This type of body language shows that she's heavily interested in what you're saying. Another example could
take everything he's saying with a grain of salt if y'all watching.
If she's doing these things, you're probably making her nervous. And women are nervous around guys they like. Is she copying your movements or your words? If you notice a girl moving like you or picking up on
stealing my slang,
likes you. Her attempts to be more like you shows on a subconscious level that she trusts you and feels comfortable with you. These are just a couple examples that I frequently notice, but body language is something that you're gonna have to get in tune with so you can pick up on it in the moment. My advice to make it easier to pick up on stuff, never give her the benefit of the doubt for any of her actions. Always assume that there's a certain purpose behind why she does something. I mean, come on, do people really do anything for no reason?
Don't overthink it though.
We can move on to the next non-verbal communication, which is eye contact. Now, while eye contact can be a significant sign that a girl likes you, it's also one of the most easily misinterpreted non-verbal communications, especially if you're not already used to gauging attraction by eye contact. You may have to have a couple of interactions with the girl to really lock down the meaning of her eye contact, but what you want to look out for is if she makes frequent eye contact with you, the period of time she holds the eye contact, and the most significant.
You know, girls, they're gonna do that little Janae Aiko stare. She was like gazing into the reporter and she was like moving her shoulders a little bit. If a girl looks at you like that, bro, you good money.
The thing to look out for is if she looks away after catching your eye. If she makes frequent and long eye contact with you, she typically likes you, but there's also the chance that she's just interested by the conversation. So this is more so hit or miss, meaning that you'll have to see if this trend persists before you can make a definitive decision on if she likes you or not. But when it comes to her looking away when she catches your eye, there's no way to misinterpret that. It's one of my number one ways that I determine if a girl actually likes me. The reason why this shows that a girl likes you is because it's a clear indication that you make her nervous. And bro, girls are not nervous around guys that they don't like. I mean, maybe they're nervous in a I'm scared because this guy is creepy type of way. But
creeped out and nervous are two different things,
she's
bro.
actually talking to you. The last nonverbal cue I'm going to be talking about in this video is probably the most overt way that you could tell by nonverbal communication that she likes you. It's if she finds ways to be around you. If you always notice her popping up where you're at, or she's just randomly joining your group conversations, I want you to know that isn't a coincidence. When it comes to these females, nothing is a coincidence. Get it out your head, these females just do stuff on accident. The reason why this displays her interest in you is very self-explanatory. She simply wants to be around you. Girls want to be around guys that they like. It's simple as that.
Before
we get into some of the warning signs that she might just be being friendly, I have one more key sign that she might like you, but this specific sign can be both verbal and non-verbal. Not mentioning it in this video would have been crazy considering how important I think it is. But with that being said, the last sign I'll talk about in this video is her trying to impress you. Girls naturally don't want to be embarrassed or seen in a bad light.
Banger video, because that's a good one. That's a big one. I would say that's the biggest one. And fellas, she's only gonna try to impress you if you seem unimpressed. Now, you could be pretty impressed, but you gotta have so much going on in your life that that's not really a top priority. You gotta look at it like, oh, it's cool. Yeah, whatever you're doing is cool. For lack of a better terms, be nonchalant with it. I hate using the term nonchalant because people don't really know what it means. And you shouldn't be trying to be nonchalant. You should just have enough stuff going on in your life that it's a natural thing that happens to you. And that happens when you have a main focus. Like when you focusing on something, one goal, and you really trying to get to that goal, it's not that you're nonchalant, it's just the other things, they don't matter as much. Not that they don't matter at all, that's not what I'm saying, but they don't matter as much. So outside perception could be like, oh, he doesn't really care, so let me give him more energy because maybe if I do that, he'll care more. And it's not even a game. Like, bro, you really got to be on that type of grind. So don't try to be nonchalant, unimpressed. Don't try to act like that, but you should still have like something you chasing. You shouldn't focus on, definitely not girls. Don't focus on girls. Focus on your goals.
Especially in front of guys that they like. So with this in mind, if you notice that every time that y'all FaceTime, her hair seems to be done, or when you see her in person, she tries to put on her best outfit.
She should be calling you. That's a fact, though. That's a fact.
I guarantee you, girls do not care about what guys think unless they like them. And if she's taking time to pick out an outfit, or she's stalling before y'all get on FaceTime so she can make herself look good, that definitely is an indication that she cares about how she looks in front of you. With that being said,
that's a fact. Don't take that one lightly.
She's just being friendly. The first and most obvious sign that she's just being friendly is if she talks about other guys while you're around. You're effectively her gay best friend.
On God, none of y'all niggas should ever get to that point. Tell y'all what, if y'all talking to a girl and she talking about other dudes and you like the girl, cut it out immediately. Tell her you don't want to hear about other dudes. That's not your business. Because at that point, she do not respect you, my nigga. I'm not gonna say she doesn't respect you, but she definitely don't like you in that way if she doing that.
Friend at this point, she sees you exactly how she sees her girlfriends. If you're experiencing this, I recommend watching my video on how to get out of friend zone.
Yo, girls, they will waste your time, bro. Trust me, they have no problem wasting a nigga time.
There fast. The second sign that she's just being friendly is that she's comfortable talking to you about personal issues without any flirtatious vibe. If you ever find yourself talking to
you can't just be
the topic becomes way too heavy,
you might feel bad about, because I kind of feel bad, but I'm not a therapist, my nigga. You gotta have to go get some help if it's personal issues all the time. Every once in a while is not bad at all. You gotta be a good person and listen to them. But if that's all y'all talking about all the time, nah, I'm not a therapist, honey.
And it starts to feel like you're becoming her therapist, I want you to do something.
See?
Go into your pantry, grab the salt and pepper, and generously season yourself with it. Because bro, if this is happening to you, you're already
cooked.
If she's not talking to you in a flirtatious way and she's talking to you about serious topics in her life, wife, that means that she wants a purely platonic friendship with you. If
Facts.
this seems like your situation, I once again recommend the How to Get Out of the Friend Zone video. The last sign that she just simply does not like you is her putting forth zero effort to continue conversation. If you
but like that should
find
be
yourself
known,
texting
bro.
first, being left
That's one of the biggest problems with dudes. They keep
every time you see her,
feeding for these girls that don't get like, bro, just go get you a new bitch,
the reason
bro.
why this is so
Get you a new
bad
girl.
is because
Excuse
she
my
literally wants nothing
French.
to do with you. I'd even consider this to be worse than the friend zone, because at least in the
Facts.
friend zone you still have the platform to escape. But when you're in this type of situation, all you can do is take a step back.
Dope video for sure. Like, I usually be very critical of a lot of online dating advice, because for some reason niggas think just because they have a thing between their legs they could give dating advice, and there's so much nonsense floating around all over the internet. So this is a good video. So yeah, how to tell if a girl likes you, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the reaction. Comment down below anything else you want me to react to. I will react to anything. Don't forget that, and don't forget to stay smooth, baby.